The Manila Film Center, located within the cultural center of the Philippines complex in Pasay City, is a structure wrapped in grandeur, ambition, and haunting controversy. Conceived during the Marcos regime as a centerpiece of Imelda Marcos's cultural vision, it was meant to establish the Philippines as a global hub for art and film. However, the center's legacy is marred by tragedy, secrecy, and persistent rumors of hauntings. This video traces the history of the Manila Film Center, from its conception and hurried construction to the alleged accidents and its lingering paranormal reputation. The Manila Film Center was the brainchild of First Lady Imelda Marcos, who envisioned it as the heart of a Southeast Asian Hollywood. Its construction was part of her broader campaign to uplift the Philippines through grand cultural projects. The structure was intended to be the flagship venue for the first Manila International Film Festival in January 1982, and thus was designed with both grandeur and urgency. Architect Froilan Hong was commissioned to lead the design with a neoclassical style meant to evoke elegance and international appeal. To meet the tight deadline for the Manila International Film Festival, construction was pushed to extreme limits. The project began in 1981, with less than a year to finish a building that typically would require 3. Thousands of laborers worked around the clock. According to accounts, some workers were allegedly housed on site and forced to continue building under unsafe conditions. The intense schedule, combined with pressure from the Marcos regime, would soon lead to disaster. On November 17, 1981, a section of scaffolding collapsed during the pouring of cement, trapping numerous workers in quick-drying concrete. Eyewitnesses and whistleblowers claimed that more than 100 men were buried alive. Allegedly, to prevent delays and media scrutiny, the site was sealed off for hours before any rescue or recovery could begin. To this day, the true death toll remains unknown. Official records downplayed the tragedy, citing only a few casualties. The secrecy surrounding the incident fueled rumors that bodies were entombed in the structure itself. Despite the tragedy, the MIF opened as scheduled in January 1982. The event was attended by international celebrities and dignitaries, including prominent film directors, actors, and media personalities. The building was presented as a symbol of Filipino culture and cosmopolitan identity. However, behind the scenes, controversy lingered. The tragedy, censorship of news coverage, and the extravagance of the event amid national poverty drew criticism both locally and abroad. After its grand debut, the Manila Film Center saw limited use. Financial mismanagement and political upheaval following the ousting of Ferdinand Marcos in 1986 contributed to its decline. The building fell into disrepair and was largely abandoned for years. Attempts to revitalize it as a cultural venue were only moderately successful. For many, the Manila Film Center remained a symbol of excess, tragedy, and the authoritarian grip of the Marcos regime. The Manila Film Center's dark past gave rise to one of the most infamous urban legends in the Philippines. Rumors persist that the souls of the construction workers who died in 1981 haunt the building. Security guards, caretakers, and visitors have reported eerie phenomena. Sudden cold drafts, disembodied cries for help, apparitions, and malfunctioning equipment. Some claim to have seen ghostly figures roaming the halls or peering from the windows at night. The building is often featured in paranormal documentaries and television specials, becoming a staple of local ghost tours and horror narratives. Over the years, the Manila Film Center has become embedded in Philippine pop culture as a haunted landmark. It has been the subject of films, books, and television programs. Shows like Magandang Gabi, Bayan, and Kapuso Mo, Jessica Soho have aired segments investigating the supernatural occurrences. Psychics and paranormal investigators have conducted rituals and seances within the building, claiming to communicate with restless spirits. While skeptics dismiss these claims, others argue that the structure's dark energy is palpable and reflective of its traumatic past. Beyond the ghost stories, the Manila Film Center stands as a potent symbol of political excess, lost lives, and historical amnesia. Its construction exemplified the Marcos regime's prioritization of image over safety and substance. The suppression of the tragedy and the continued silence about the true number of victims reflect larger issues of censorship and impunity. In many ways, the Manila Film Center is both a monument to artistic ambition and a tomb to the silenced voices of history. The Manila Film Center is a structure that encapsulates the contradictions of Philippine history: beauty and horror, ambition and loss, spectacle and silence. While it was meant to symbolize cultural progress, it is now remembered as much for the tragedy buried within its walls as for its architectural elegance. In telling its story, we not only preserve the memory of the lives lost, but also confront the darker chapters of our collective past, reminding us of the cost of unchecked power and the ghosts it leaves behind.